Hey YouTube, it's CD Money. I wanted to give my reaction to the crazy shooting that happened 3 days ago. I know that the this really changed the course of our election, and it's just absolutely insane. I know when I first saw it, I really couldn't. It's the first time you hear the gunshots and you watch the video. It's absolutely just crazy. You never would have thought to see something like this in my lifetime. I know we read about it in the history books and we always think this can't happen to me because, my life is different, but these things do happen. And I know I was at work. I'm sure a lot of y'all guys are just at work or doing y'all the thing and y'all see online that Trump got shot. And, you know, it's not really surprising, but at the same time, to witness it and see it in person is just absolutely shocking. And of course, now we know a lot more details of who the shooter was. But the only thing we really don't know is why he did it or what political beliefs he had or anything like that. It seems like he just recently graduated high school. And I know there's a lot of speculation as to why he did it, but let's just look real quick at the 1 minute clip.
Oh, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Yeah, as you can see, this gunfire just crazy. All the Secret Service swarms the stage. And the thing that's weird is that this guy in the very back wearing a black hat, a lot of people are saying, why does he look so calm? But honestly, I don't really. I know he stands out of everyone. He's just looking around like he knows something, but I really don't think he's a suspect or anything. I think he just looks kind of weird because he's just like standing around, looking around, and he's not really reacting. But I don't really know too much about him, but I really don't think he's part of anything, in my opinion. But of course, there's an investigation. They have all this blocked off now with the FBI, and it's an ongoing crime scene. But apparently, the guy was able to just climb up the roof with the ladder. Like, a lot of people were putting him out, screaming, saying, "There's a guy. He's climbing the ladder. Come on, someone come get this guy!" And no one was really listening. So a lot of questions are being asked as to, did the Secret Service do enough, or could they have prevented it? And I know the snipers that were on top, apparently they saw him for at least 3 minutes and they didn't really shoot. But apparently the protocol in these situations is to wait for them to shoot first because you don't know if it's just some person with a telescope. But it's just crazy. Just so many questions are being asked, especially with the Secret Service. A lot of them, you can see them fumbling or they're not really tall enough to guard the president. So I know the head of the Secret Service is a woman and she wants 30%. She's aiming for 30% female, which honestly doesn't really make any sense because if you're the Secret Service, it doesn't really matter what the gender is as long as they can do the job. Like if I have a job or if I'm a leader or a manager, like I just want people who can do the job. I really don't care what the gender is. I mean, if you're a woman and you can do the job better than anyone, then of course we want you. But picking people based on gender and all them characteristics, I don't really think it's a good thing because you end up with things like this where people are fumbling, they don't know what to do, they're scared. Like we need to start hiring people based on skill, experience, merit. Just if you're qualified, you get the job. As we can see here, the guard and the president, in case more shots come out. Here's one of the most famous pictures right here. Of course, if you get shot, I'm running. The first instinct is I'm running, I'm hiding. The president's first thing is he pumped his fist out. He's ready to go. Like he's not scared. He's not like get me out of here. He's like I'm gonna show the people that I'm okay. I'm gonna show the people that we fight. America, we fight. We don't back down. We don't get scared. And yeah, there's so many famous photos to come out of here, especially this one right here. I think whoever shot this, needs a pay raise or at least $1 million for taking that photo because it's one of the best photos I've ever seen. As we can see here, there's way more photos. Trump's bloody face. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy what happened. I don't want to. Well, the shooter's already dead. They killed him almost immediately because apparently they already had the shooter in their sights, and so whenever he shot, it was pretty much just an instant retaliation. But yeah, who was Thomas Matthew Crooks?
Here's what we know about Thomas Matthew Crooks, the 20-year-old suspect who attempted to assassinate former President Donald Trump.
It's pretty much the same old story of a high school kid that got bullied
Was the FBI shipped
because of how he looked and how he dressed.
Crooks lived in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, record of political activism. He was quiet, but like he was just bullied. Like he was bullied so much. Does he wear hunting outfits sometimes? Pennsylvania voting records show that.
Yeah, there's still a lot of questions being asked of who he was and what political agenda he had. I honestly have no idea. I mean, obviously, people like this need help. They need to be locked up and in a mental institution. But yeah, this day will go down in history. I'm sure a lot of people will remember this in their lifetime, and it will change the course of our election. I personally believe that Donald Trump is going to win because of this, and Joe Biden. Honestly, there's no. Yeah, I think we can just forget about Joe Biden. I feel like it's tiresome to keep talking about him. He's kind of just old. He can't talk. He can't really do anything. So I feel like this thing really changed the way we see political communication, and our words have an impact, and our rhetoric really does impact a lot of mentally unstable people. We need to be careful what we say and not be so divisive. But I think that's all I want to say. I really just want to get this off my mind so that I look back on it on this day and it's just completely crazy. And yeah, I hope y'all guys stay safe. And that's about it. Peace.